Hi, I'm Phyllis from southernfrugal.com. I want to show you my garbage can and how we make it dog proof. Alright, here it is. Alright, this garbage can we bought at Mass General Store, and we've had it for probably 20 years. This is a 10-gallon stoneware crock, and this is the lid I made to go on it. Now, this was a piece of plywood that came from when they were putting the furnace in, I think, because we don't really have any plywood floors or anything, so I think that's where this came from. And this little metal piece is just one of those little straps that you can hold up pipes and everything with under the house. I found a roll of that in the garage, and these are little upholstery tacks. And this plywood, I think, is a 1/2 inch thick. The little lid for it, handle, excuse me, was a piece of copper pipe, and then I just spray painted my little screws, and then the screws came through, so I had to put some masking tape underneath. Now this fits on here perfectly. I did have to use my little jigsaw to cut it so it fit perfectly. Now, because I don't want it to be making noise like that when I'm putting stuff in, and because I don't want the dogs to be able to smell anything, I put the bag in and I put this over it. Now this is a 1-inch pipe insulator. It's just like foam rubber, and I just put it around here and put it on like that, and to just cut it to fit, and then the ends I just tape together with masking tape. Now this, I mean, these cost probably $1, I don't know. You can get them in 6-foot lengths, and you can see we've been using this for probably several months now. But anyway, I tape it together with masking tape all the way around. Now, here's how I put the bag in. And I'm going to explain about these bags in a minute. This is a Ruffy garbage bag that I bought from Walmart. So, in order to get the bag in so that there's no air in it, you know, holding it back, I just, you know, go like this and get it all in so that there's no air pockets. Then I take my little foam pipe insulator and I just open it up, and it goes right around like that. Then I just tuck the little flies on the bag in like that, and then I'm going to turn that around so that's in the back, and then the lid fits on like this. Now this lid, because of that little metal edge, I don't know if you can see it or not, fits really tight right on that foam rubber, and the dogs can't actually smell anything in the garbage, and it works just great. Plus, this crock weighs about 28 pounds, so they really can't knock it over very easily either. Now, in order to get it to slide on the floor, because we keep it right up under here, I've got a little, I'll show you that. It's like a little seat pad is what it really was, and I just took some of it off and I put it under it because I don't want to skin my floor all up when it's being slid back and forth. Position that on there. Now, so there you go. Now when people come and visit us, I'm going to show you the bottom part of that. They always ask, what do you store in there? And I just go over and lift the lid and say, that's my garbage can. And I'm going to push it back where we keep it. See, it slides very easily. And there it is. Along, I keep my pots, sort of a country look there, and sweet potatoes and onions. Now, when I want to put something in, or when I'm cooking, I'll show you how I do that. I just lift the lid up push it back a little bit and drop eggshells in or whatever I need to and pull it back like that. Now, years ago, when we first got this, we had a garbage can raiding dog. Now, that was Graybo, and he lived to be 17 years old. He passed away last March, but he used to raid my garbage can. And when we were up in the mountains, and we stopped at Mass General Store up in the North Carolina mountains, and I saw this crock, and I thought, boy, that'll probably work. And it has worked ever since. Now, we've now got 3 poodles, and we have not had our garbage can raided a single time. Now see, show you how it looks. People who do not know that's a garbage can. So it just works out super, super good. Now the plywood, again, we just happened to have that in the garage, and it just happened to be almost the right diameter. Now this crock is 17 1/4 inches high and 14 1/2 inches in diameter. Now, you can get this. I went to all the trouble of looking all this up on the internet. I'm going to take the camera off and show you a little bit better how this works. And how it looks from a distance. See? And you can see why people would wonder what I was storing in there. Now you can actually get those little float things that kids use in the swimming pool, and I used to have one of those, and it was purple, and I just cut that also to go around the edge like that. But see how I've got the bag is all tucked in, and I promise you the dogs cannot smell a thing. And now I want to also show you now the bags that I use to go in there. This would just take a tall kitchen bag. And I want to show you my price list book. Now I'm going to do a whole video on the price list book, but on this particular thing, this section is called garbage bags. And I want you to see, I have the date I purchased them, how much they cost per bag. And you come on down, you can see I bought Glad bags and some Great Value bags, and I bought bags from IGA and had coupons up there and all kinds of things. And then one day I was in Walmart and I decided to try the Roughies, they're called. And I had tried the, I'm trying to look and see if there was another one I tried. I think that the Great Value up here were probably the Roughie bags. I'm not sure though. But anyway, one day I ran across the Roughie bags in Walmart, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give those a try. And I tried them, and there's the date, and you can see this is December 2012. There's been no further addition on there, and the reason is because I never found any bags cheaper or better. So you see I made a note on there when I first entered this to see if they leak. Now I had spent $5 on 84 bags. That worked out to be 6.3 cents per bag. And look up here. Even with coupons I was paying 17 cents a bag, 13 cents, and the one that came the closest to being as good as the Roughie was the Boulder tall kitchen bags from Aldi's. So anyway, I came on down, and this is why a price book really will work for you, because I finally made a note. Let me see what I said. These bags work perfect. So there's been no other entry here because I always buy these. And 84 will last us, because we only take the garbage out about every other day. Now if you take the garbage out every day, this is going to last you about 2.5 months. And again, they're called Roughies. They're on the bottom shelf there where the other bags are. You know, you're going to see the Glad bags are at eye level. They've got the best location, of course. But if you look down on the bottom, you'll find these Roughie bags, and they're in a big round they're just all rolled together. Now they do have wings, they don't have drawstrings, but with a garbage like mine, I don't even want the drawstrings because I'm hiding everything, you see. You can't see any bag whatsoever because all the bag is tucked up under the little edge here. So anyway, I hope you'll try these little Ruffy bags. And I'm going to have to tell you, we've never had a leak, and I know that is hard to believe, but we haven't. And these bags seem to be a different kind of plastic than the Glad bags use. And by the way, I did try those stretchable Glad bags, and boy, do I not like those. Those just simply leak, okay? Even if you don't have a hole in them, they sometimes leak. Now, I've got those bags down here on the floor. Let me just show you that. We've probably used half of the ones because this roll would be, it'd be at least that big. Anyway, they're called Ruffies. Now, I want to show you real quick the way I clean this garbage, not that there's really ever anything to clean, is I just spray it out with some Lysol disinfectant or whatever kind of disinfectant I have. I'll try to put this camera back on the stand here if I can. Alright, that's not going to work, so I'll just have to hold it. What I do is I take a cloth, just a regular, cleaning cloth, and before I put this little edge back on it, I spray the cloth and get it good and wet. I mean good and wet. And then I just take it and I go over the little foam rubber thing there. Now you can see this one is a little worn, but again, it doesn't take anything to replace it, and they'll last a long, long time. Can you see the little indentation my little metal thing makes? And the only place it really gets dirty is right in here, because sometimes I have flour on my hand, and I will be trying to, if I forgot to push the lid back, I'll be lifting the lid and doing that and get flour or something on it there. But mostly when I'm in here cooking, I just simply push it back like that and then put whatever in I need to. And these do take the tall kitchen bags. Now, I think this might be an 8-gallon because it's only 14.5 inches wide, and I really couldn't find one on the internet that was 8, but I did find the 10, which would be even better than this one. And I'm going to give you a link to that on Amazon, and if you want a dog-proof garbage can, this is what you want to get, because boy does it work. Now, our dogs are not big dogs, but they're not real little dogs either, and they cannot get this, turn it over or anything, and I don't even think a big dog would be able to turn it over. But they also can't smell anything. Now, we put all our fruits and vegetable peelings in the compost bin, but when I had the turkey, not all those turkey bones and turkey skin, I just put them in a little grocery bag and tied it up and just put them in there, and nobody even noticed. So it really works great. So okay, there's the garbage can that we use and have been using for about 20 years now, and it is a no-fail garbage can. And obviously, because it's crock and it's it's really pottery that's got a glass glaze on it, so you don't ever have to worry about it smelling or getting any kind of stain or anything on it. That just doesn't happen. So okay, that's my little deal for the garbage. So I hope you'll maybe try to get one of these. They are just super. So see you next time.